Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're going to play Myriads Renaissance. This is a city builder with 4x elements, or 4x strategy games with city builder elements. You can kind of pick which one. I think I want to say it's 4x because I guess it's a 4x strategy game. Yeah, let's go with that. So my faction name is going to be based on the name of one of my patrons. It's going to be Roberto the Great, and we're going to have nothing. Ooh, I like this. Look at that. I love that. That looks so good. This looks more like, you know, the tower that I have in my on my channel, if you go like in my thumbnails, but I love this. We're gonna go with that. We don't want a tutorial because we know how to rock this game. Let's go. Pretty excited for this one. This is quite an interesting game. The combat is kind of automatic, but what's interesting about the combat is that you're immediately told if you win or lose. So it's like a predictable combat. We were Robertodon the Great, a powerful and proud empire. Our greatness was only tainted by Chain, our arch enemy. We were splitting the world in two. The borders were moving according to the victories and defeats of the 4 centuries of war. Then the great burst occurred. The world isn't as we used to know. Now it is nothing more than a myriad of shards, islands floating in a horizonless sky. Sucks. Kinda sucks now. We have to adapt to this new world. We have to evolve, and we will rebuild Robertodon the Great. Our scars tell us the Chain does the same. We will kill the people from the Chain before we let them. We will tear Chain's Island out one by one. We will rule every shard of the old world. You will rebuild Robertodon the Great on the ashes and remains of Chains. I mean, we would rather if you gave us food, okay? I mean, killing Chain is kind of great, but I'm really hungry. I think your motivation speech was pretty good, but it could get away with a little bit more emotion and a little less emphasis on murdering Chain. Like, we're starving, we don't have a place to sleep. I really don't want to worry about picking up an axe, okay? Okay, enough constructive criticism. I found us a spot to sleep. You did? You did? Okay, fine. No, you're the best. You're the best leader. Please, let's just stay somewhere. Okay, so we gotta pick a place to stay, as our leader has successfully said. You can, so the thing about it is you can only you can place it on any shard that you want. You want to be the shard in the middle because you want an island that's big, and you can put it in a forest or in a clear land. I'm gonna put it in a forest, which is a bit of a non-standard choice because you need a lot of farmland. To be fair, we do have some farmland over here, but I'm gonna put it in there anyway. So this is where we're gonna start our home, where people are going to live. So every time you place, you will gain, the first time you place your sort of like center of your island, you will gain a population of 2. This is important because every time you build something, sort of like eats up a citizen. You can imagine that they work there, that sort of thing. You have a limited amount of house spots. You can gain house spots by adding pavement tiles or adding different shards and etc. And in order to get a new citizen, you need to have enough food, which will give you growth. So the first thing you want to build at the beginning is you want to build a farm. We're going to build a farm over there. And this is going to give us... Oh, I didn't realize it would take away the spot. Interesting. So I should have placed it over here then, because it took my spot away. Anyway, so this is going to take us 2 turns. How many turns depends on your production, which is down here. Any leftover production just gets eaten up, disappears at the end of the turn. So, but the game will give you warning like, hey, you're not using up your production, you want to be building something or etc. And it will take 2 turns to complete, and then we're going to get more food, so we'll get citizens a little bit faster. You can build on these other shards. These are called shards, these other tiles. But we will be able to eventually connect it to our main island. So the idea is that you will sort of like use like a crystal that will pull it towards your island, and then you can place stuff there. So this is a big game about, when it comes to like the city building parts of it, to managing your space, because you have a very, very limited space. Like for example, we have this huge mountain that we can only build mines on, which are great for gold, but not so much for anything else. Also, I do want to zoom in because you have these super beautiful flying airships. And I love that. And I really enjoy the graphics of the game. I think they're quite cool. And if you're kind of out here, you won't quite see it as well. So this is the first part of the game, the city building elements. And then you jump over here, and this is like your world. This is the Forex part of the game. So we have this ship, this galleon, unseen. It's unseen because it didn't actually fight the chain. Okay, you don't need to tell everyone that, okay? We're all very capable soldiers. Just because I haven't fought with my ship and killed any chain people doesn't make me any less of a soldier. I mean, I would say it makes you a lot less of a soldier. Says Rudy, who actually did fight in the war, but now he can't fight anymore because he got hurt. Anyways, so our leader here, Robert, in this galleon ship, who have not fought any chain soldiers. Okay, enough. We'll go here and grab some secrets. So essentially you want to move around and we can tell you to go here. Now, as I said, the combat is automatic and you will be immediately told how the result of the combat goes, because we don't want to lose any people, okay? So it's ridiculous to go fight a combat that you will lose. So I'm really smart, and I can tell you in advance if we'll win or lose this fight, okay? So this one will win in 2 turns. So we're gonna go over here, and we do the attack damage of 30, they do attack damage of 10, and we'll just keep iterating until someone loses all of their points. So this is what we're doing over here, and we are gonna get the benefits of going to the space, and I didn't really check what the benefits were, because I was focusing on my story, but we'll get some good stuff. We'll get science, maybe, from it, we'll see. And there's a lot more to do, which we'll talk about in future turns once we get there. So it is time for us to end our turn. So we are building our farm. Like I said, it's going to take 2 turns. And then we're over here and we are fighting here. Now the threat here is essentially telling you how long till the chain is aware of our presence or enemies. So we do have some time here, obviously. Now you do want to pick up quests. So we accept a quest of building a farm and accept a quest of loot a lost secret. So next time we'll accept this. The quest, even if you've already done them, they will still give you like bonuses. So you don't have to worry about like missing out on quests. But it's important that you accept them early, because if you don't, you won't get the next one. This is our science tree. We don't have any science yet. So once we get the science, we'll be able to unlock different things. I'm actually going to just skip out a turn because we can't build anything over here anyway. So let's just end the turn so we can get the farm. So we finished the fight. So we were victorious. And we finished our farm. So we can look at our farm over here. It's going to see that it gives us +4 food. We could destroy the building, but obviously we don't want to do that. This means that we'll get a new citizen a little bit faster. You will gain a new citizen in 2 turns. Depending, if you get 20, then we'll get a new citizen. But also exile the homeless, but we don't actually have anybody homeless because we get plenty of housing available. Next thing is we want to jump here to the galleon, so we gain 20 science. Yeah. So another thing, so with the galleon, there are a couple things you could do. You could go home to your home island and you could heal. And this is important if you want to do like a bigger combat elsewhere. You could also recruit additional militiamen. This will cost you production and it will cost you gold. So it's important that you have enough gold. We currently make 35 gold per turn, so I could afford to recruit militiamen, which only cost me 20 per turn. So I'm actually going to do that. And this will increase the health and the attack of our ship. We can actually move because we're over here, so we're going to wait. I don't know if we're going to heal over here as well. Not entirely sure if you have to move completely, because I think in my test game I wasn't necessarily... No, I think I was at my home island. Yeah, I think you have to be at your... We'll check it, but I think you'll have to be at your home island, actually. We finished up some quests, so let me grab the reward for that. And we're going to build a sawmill, because that's what the game wants from us. So we're going to go back to our other world, and we're going to go here and build a sawmill. So a sawmill helps us with production, so we'll finish things fast. Obviously, a sawmill needs to be in the forest, so let's do that. And we can build it because we have enough citizens. You really want to be careful about the citizens, because you can really get stuck in a form that if you don't have enough food and you don't have any available citizens, you will have to wait like X amount of turns to get it, and you can't build anything in that time. So I'm gonna be a little bit careful about that. We do have science, so let me just go and let me go pick something. So we can only get, oh, actually, oh, I have to unlock the healing? I thought I could get it. Okay, so we're gonna unlock the healing now. What I just said, we actually didn't have it. I thought we already had it. So now we only have 40 left. So this is a science point, and these are like science, other science points. Maybe like exploration points. So you have to pay both of these to unlock something, and you gain. Yeah, it just says science for the what I called exploration points. It doesn't say, oh, the other thing's called knowledge. Okay, and once you get enough knowledge, you can access new era. Okay, and each cartographer increases your knowledge by 1. Okay, I apologize for the wrong naming of that. And here we can see our production queue. So let's go back here. So it's just going to take us 1 turn. We can move, so we're just going to end our turn. Now, at this point, we should get our militiamen. Yeah. So you can see that this is now... yeah, I don't know. I really don't know if he healed or not, because we got the militiamen, so that helped us with HP. Either way, I've got enough points so that I can go and attack. There's only attacks of 10, so I can go here and help and get access to this archipelago. What this means is that I'm going to be able to move further in the map. Now, we were able to go far pretty quickly, but what often happens is that you will encounter raids, in which case you have to use your ship to sort of protect your main island so that they don't go and raid it. So that's absolutely what we want to do. Do we have more quests, by the way? No, because we're still waiting on the sawmill to get built. So it's going to take us 2 more turns to do this. So I think we'll just jump ahead a little bit. There's nothing we have to do anywhere, I think. Oh, we have a new quest. A good start. Okay, so they want us to develop our crypto island by having a total of 15 citizens. Okay, we'll work on it, and we got a new citizen. Do we still have enough housing for our people? We do. So you want to be really careful of making sure that you have enough houses, so you don't like end up with homeless people, because they eat the food. So you won't get the food to gain new citizens. And yeah, generally you want to make people happy, so you want to give them house spots. Okay. I don't know if there's anything to do here. We're just still moving, so we're just gonna end our turn here. Okay, let's go here. So we're gonna win in 1 turn. That's great. So it's very quick. And we need to build something because we're not using our production. Let me just get the rewards for this quest. So they want us to extend our island by adding a shard to it. So essentially, so they give us this free tug, otherwise you might have to build it. And we can pick a shard. You can have a maximum shard of size 3. So the question here is, do we want a shard filled with forest or with open land? And we obviously want a shard with open land, so we're going to grab it. And then you sort of connect it up to your thing. Ooh, okay, so this is interesting. We actually don't have enough capacity in our main island. Now you can increase capacity. Oh, let me actually go away from this by building. By the research. I did this in my desk, and I just need to remember. Yeah, with this island max size, but we don't actually have enough to do that right now. So we are filled with the choice. We can either expand our island with only 2 shards, or we can choose to wait till we can actually afford to build this. And I think because I think I'm actually going to wait right now. I'm gonna build a mine. We have enough population, enough housing, so I think let's just build a mine. This is gonna get us a lot of gold, and we'll actually try to wait till we can get enough sand. So actually a good idea would be right now for our ships to potentially move here to grab the secret, because that would give us 200 science instead of fight over here. But because we win next turn, I'm just gonna wait. So now we want this. And because we did, we can now explore this area. But I'm actually not going to do that. I'm actually going to take my ship and immediately move it here to, well, next turn, to get the science knowledge so that we can expand our thing. Now, we are not actually gaining more money yet, but we're going to do it as soon as we finish building that gold mine. So I don't think I have to worry too much about it. What is this saying? Your galleon is victorious. Yeah, we know that. Do I have how many? I have 3 citizens left and 4 housing. I'm trying to decide if I want to build. Oh, we don't have any citizens available, so we actually can't build any additional thing. Okay. Also, we have to place the paved square over here. This will give us additional housing. So then we might want to take a forest square because we still have place here to place like a farm or something. Some things can only be building on the paved square, so that's why it's important to keep that in mind. Okay, so we have production available, but that's okay. We finished the mine, that's also fine. So let's just jump here and let's just grab this thing with our ship. So next turn we'll get the science and we can finish that up. Now we do have production available, but we don't have a citizen. So I actually can't build anything, which is kind of sad. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do here because I don't have the people to build stuff. And also some of the buildings are not available in the demo, by the way. Yeah, so I think we just wait. I do want to build the paved square later. Why is it letting me do that now? Interesting. Even though I didn't have a citizen? Strange. Oh, maybe a paved square specifically doesn't require a citizen. That's weird. Because it says in the costs, a citizen and 40 production. Maybe the assumption is that we'll get the citizen by the time it's finished, because I get citizens in 1 turn, it takes more than 1 turn to build. But it's a little strange. But it worked, so I guess we're happy. Let's keep moving with our ship over here, and mainly because we want to make sure that we kind of like explore this new area. But now we have enough science, so I can increase my island size, and now I can show you what it looks like when we use the tug. So we're gonna tag. I think I'll grab the forest one in the end because, yeah, let's place it over there. And it's going to take a turn or 2 to move there. Yeah, I think maybe the citizen will get eaten up by the paved square after it's built. Alright, we finished the quest. Just get the reward. Build a mine, we can immediately get the reward for that. Extend the city, and we're already building a paved square, and build a tower. So we can, so the tower will help us defend our territory. They give us actually the money to build the tower immediately. Where is it? Oh, right, sorry, it's actually out here. So the tower, you build it here on this, on an adjacent island to your island, or to any, on just adjacent spot. And it will hit any, no, and I think it has to be like close to your main island. It will deal damage to the health of each courser ending its movement. So we have not gotten raided, but in my test game tutorial, get raided a lot, and I mean a lot, like every 3 or 4 turns. We haven't actually encountered that at all, so I'm trying to move towards this other area because we might get raided there. But essentially there will be other ships that will be moving through here towards your main island, and you have to either block them with your ship, or if you build the tower, then the tower will hit any adjacent cursor. So if they try to move through here or through here, well, actually only through the shop, to get towards our island, we can then hit them over here. So next time it will get done. And we have a tower here, so you can see that it's going to hit all of these islands over there. Okay, so we'll fight this, we'll get some points. And yeah, and obviously this is an unseen map, so if you move around, we're gonna unlock some new stuff, which I think is rather understandable. So we can build a shipyard. This will allow us to build a new ship so that we can move a little bit more all over our world. Alright, so each archipelago has a layer, and essentially we can move there with our ship and attack the layer, and if we destroy it, we're kind of like protecting the entire area. And it will allow us to colonize that. So for example, you can see that we can't actually build on this square because we haven't colonized it. But if we were to destroy a layer of this like area, then we can do that. We want to build, so we built a paved square, which will give us an extra house spot for our people, so we still have a lot available. Now, another, they want us to build, I think, a shipyard, right? Cartographer increases the knowledge of your faction. That would be great, but I think I need a shipyard first. So you have to build it on a paved square, so we'll build it over here. And this will allow us to build a new ship. The thread is moving up very quickly, by the way. Oh, so we got 200 science. So we have a lot of science. So allows me to turn a colony into an exploitation colony. So exploitation colony, we can set up shipments and then we can get the resources from them back to our capital island. Shipments consist of food production and gold, and each shipment needs a wharf to operate. For that, we're going to need to build a warehouse. We don't really have a colony yet. Alternatively, we could get a training camp on the capital island so we can get the people, or we can get a lighthouse which will help our ships move faster. I think I'll pick the exploitation colony. That seems kind of like the most interesting thing right now. So let's keep moving with my ship over here. Okay, so I can see an enemy ship there. So we can go and fight next turn against them. We can recruit because in this archipelago, I think it's because we don't like own it. So we have, we didn't colonize it yet, so would have to go back home to do that. But yeah, we're gonna have a combat against another ship, so I'm pretty excited to show that off. And we're just gonna end our turn. They get instead of start. Now the problem with these guys is they have 120 HP, they do 30 damage. We have 140 HP and we do 37 damage, so we can kill them, but we'll be super weak after this. I am going to do it anyway because I don't want to spend my time going back home to heal myself, so we're just going to go at it. And it's going to take us 4 turns to get there. So we got a reward to form the shipyard. They want us to build a settler ship so that we can go and colonize things, so let's do that. Let's go home and do that. So let's build a settler ship. So we click on ships here, and we want a settler ship, and we're gonna place that. Oh, it just goes into the production queue. Okay, it's gonna take us a few turns to get there. Oh, we could consider. We don't have any citizens available, and it's gonna take us 6 turns to get new ones, so it's gonna take us a little bit more. I was gonna say we could consider building something else as well, but it would just take longer to finish building our stuff, so we're just gonna end our turn. Now, by the way, I do want to say chain is such a good name for like a nation, because first of all, in a chain you have these links, and they are connected, and you can't really get to a separate link, so they're all connected together, so it's like a symbol of community and of taking care of each other. But here's where we could handle the shipments. But also, chain is such a good weapon. So it's like simultaneously it strikes the fear of your enemies, but it's also being about community and connecting it. And I love chains because like in a couple of years ago, when I was like a teenager, my friends and I, we found this construction site, I guess, and there were like a lot of sticks and branches and etc. They were clearing stuff out, and we would pick out the branches and fight together. We pretend it's like, my friends would pick like short sticks and would pretend it's sword, and I would pick one that was like big, and I would pretend it's a whip because it was very soft branch, and I would use this whip to hit out them. And obviously, like, if you think about this, we were teenagers. I'm not good at fighting with the whip, so it was terrifying for my friends, which for me, because I didn't know how to control the whip, but for me that meant that I kept winning, right? Because they were scared when I moved with the whip, like they were terrified, like what's going on. So I was so happy to play with the whip because I was always winning. And then my friend was like, hey, and your whip is so good, let me look at it. And I gave it to her because I didn't see it coming. And she broke my whip, and to this day I complain that she broke my whip. Even though it's totally irrelevant. But yeah, and chains kind of remind me of whips in that way. So I think it's such a good name to call it a chain. Okay, we won this. We finished our ship. So we have our ships over here, and we could found a new colony. So we want to undock. And as we undock, you can see it's going to move us over. And I love that you can see the ship both there and here. Actually, can I dock and undock continuously? Let me just first show you the ship. I can't zoom in any closer. I wish the game would allow you to zoom closer, because I feel like they took a lot of time with the graphics and care with the game that I would just love to see more of it. But yeah, we can move over here, and we can start, and we can try to you know, like colonize this place. So I think let's do it. So we could found a new colony once we get to that secured archipelago. So it's going to take us a few turns to get there, as always. So the settler ship just keeps moving, and here we just keep moving home. Let's go. We have productivity allowed, so they want us to build a cartographer, so I guess I'll do that. Actually, I think for cartographer, I'm gonna need a paved square. Is that how that goes? Talk to me. Must be placed on a paved square. Okay. I need to build another paved square then. So I guess I'll place over there. Okay. End our turn. Let's jump back outside. We got a new citizen. Good. So you guys are still moving home. Oh, you can move through each other? Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. So I must be located on the main island. So in that case, well, actually our main ship is too weak to explore. So we're just gonna have to wait here. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the... Oh, no, this is actually not raiding. This is just a straight up a thread, like a chain ship. So I need my guy to like go home ASAP. So, but I didn't realize I have to keep moving away, which is super irritating. We're gonna have to move over there. We're gonna cancel this. We're gonna end our turn. And we'll let these guys move away. And then you finally need to move home so that you can heal like ASAP. We could also build in our home a hospital, because we did the research for that. And I do have the money for it, but I don't know if it's worth it. Simply because it's like 1 hex away. But I guess 1 hex away doubles the healing rate and heals the con. Actually, let's do it, because I think 1 hex away is actually worth it. So he's gonna come, but it's gonna take him a while to come. Like, he's so far away, we're fine. But we do need to heal before he comes. We can't found a new colony yet, because we haven't found the main island, apparently. I am fairly positive that this is a secured... Oh, it's here. The main island's there. Okay. So we will just keep moving. We have productivity available, so we need to build that cartographer. Over there. Ooh. Okay. Actually... Oof. Okay, so this is where you can get stuck with the thing, because I didn't build a farm first, and now I don't know if I can build a farm. I don't have enough citizens, I'm not gaining citizens, so I actually might need to cancel this. And now I have a citizen, so now I should be able to build a farm. Because otherwise we would be in a world of trouble. Okay. So my main ship, just keep moving home. You only need to move there. And you keep moving to the main island. So here I could found a new colony. So now I own all of this. So actually it would have been way better to build the hospital like here or somewhere there. Actually, we could build a tower here, because he's going to move through this area. Actually, maybe even here. And it's going to hit him and everybody who is like adjacent. So it's going to hit him at least, I think on at least these two, I think on all 3 spots actually. I don't know if he has to destroy the tower. I'm not gaining any money. So as soon as we get home, we actually need to start building more gold mines. And I have a productivity available, so I should be able to. They want us to build an exploitation colony, which we can do later, but right now I need gold. I need another mine. Not enough citizens. Okay, anyway, I think we're gonna end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments, and you can click on the right to watch some other game that we found on this channel. I'll see you there. Bye bye.